We're in Shalmont today to talk about a war that's going on, but not a physical war. We're talking about an economic war between merchants and Plat buyers. Why? Well, let's take a step back here and look at what a Plat buyer is. Well, obviously, they spend real money to get virtual currency, we know that, and usually they buy chests. Chests are a very easy way of obtaining gold. Now here's the question for you. If somebody buys a bunch of chests and gets a lot of gold, what does that make your gold worth? Especially if they're going to be spending a lot quickly and maybe even getting more chests to recoup later. Due to inflation, your gold might be worth less because there's more actively traded. How can you defend yourself against that, you might ask? Well, what do Plat buyers usually do? You know, the ones that have hundreds or thousands to spend. Well, they like to spend a lot of it on things they're searching for, usually rare items. So what if you were to find one of those things they're looking for before they could? And maybe the person selling said item is selling it pretty cheap. Well, you can make millions off of the people. And I've done that many times. Also, you might be able to pick up really cheap chests, but you have to be very careful of that, because somebody could buy 100 chests and sell them to you, and then buy another 100. And if they start supplying more than you have, they might be selling the chests cheap to somebody else too. And you don't want people to know that, because it'll hurt your sales, and you might be stuck at where you were before, or even worse, depending on how cheap they go. Another thing is you could use that gold to buy the item said. So the question is, would you rather have gold or items for this sort of problem? Well, you can see how I answered that question. About 200 million gold and tons of rare items is worth over 300. So I roughly have a 40-60 percentage going on. 40% gold, 60% items. And I think that's the perfect ratio. Because you definitely want items to deal with Plat buyers that would do such a thing. And you want gold in order to purchase the items they will want. Or planning for the future, because some items could be eoned, like this loot, and then have their value drastically dropped, while other items like this charm can go up, but if eon happens to them at any time, they'll fall hard. And with the addition of, if they ever add new gold sinks and things like that, then the price of gold will go up because people will want the new things. Just a little advice for people who want to keep a spot held as a merchant or grow further. And a little word of advice for Plat buyers who spend too much: you could probably get something for cheaper if you look around a little bit first. Well, thanks for listening.